Hey guys, today I'm going to be multiplayer testing the Nissan GT-R at full max pro with a rank of 1499. So I totally didn't forget about this video, but anyway, in this first race we have some Beast X's and a Ferrari F50 that I know in the Asphalt Discord server. Anyway, to give you a rundown of the GT-R, it's the cheapest option at 1500 and the cheapest option in Class C for multiplayer, costing a clean 1 million fusion coins to pro, though I don't think that will be very updated once the new update comes, which apparently is going to change upgrade costs, which I'm not excited for. But this car is currently the cheapest option at the rank, costing 1 million. That's 1.6 million less than the car in front of us, the Ferrari F50. And while, yeah, the F50 did get the jump off the start and I'm struggling to catch him, I'm right behind him. So here I try to go up here and then go up, and then I just mess it up. I really messed all of it up. Then he does drift, so I try to micro drift these corners, but it just did not work. And despite me getting so close to him, I managed to stay in third. So we lost to the Beast and the Rezvani, or the F50. Anyway, on to the next race. We have Mouse Fart in his Renault Alpine Celebration. So in this video, I was accompanied by Mouse Fart in his army of tuned 1500 cars, and Sounders and his MV Agusta motorcycle. So Mouse is in this race. He's in front with his Renault, which is a pretty cool car. I mean, I like it, but it's not really that useful anymore. But he's tuned it to 1500. I don't know what his tune is, but he has it tuned here, and it did pretty good. I mean, you saw it got the jump off everyone at the start. And granted, it will get the jump on the GT-R every time. The GT-R's acceleration is bad. Why? Because the GT-R is an original 47 car. By that, I mean, I don't know why I said 47 car. I mean, it's one of the original 47 cars in this game. And it has not been changed since its release in 2013. I mean, obviously, it's got the normal changes that every car got. But, like, its overall performance was not changed since its release in 2013. And that means you're dealing with an original car which was designed fast in a time when it was fast. It's not fast anymore. It's very much outclassed its 4-second acceleration. And it's acceleration that will cause me not to catch up to Mouse whatsoever. And acceleration is going to cause what happens next race with an ER9. Despite me trying to move out of his way, he knocks me down. I really can't do anything about that. If someone wants to knock me down, they usually can do it because my car is just worse in acceleration. But the top speed is good because it's a 1500 car. Well, technically it's not, because technically it didn't get buffed here, but it's probably going to stay at 1499 for the rest of the game's life. I mean, it might get changed though, but if it doesn't, which I don't think it will, oh well. So yeah. We got knocked down by the ER9, but I've somehow clawed back to 5th, mainly because of other knockdowns and stuff. See, this is the thing with multiplayer. You might get knocked down at the start, but don't give up. I mean, you still have a chance because of just how chaotic multiplayer is, and since people tend to make stupid mistakes in the game. So, as a result, you are able to catch up, even if the cars are around the same speed. It's obviously a lot harder now and a lot more dependent on luck, but still, you can do it. As you can see, I'm catching up to 4th place. I'm not sure what car that is, but I'm catching him. Maybe he ran out of nitro. The GT-R is not the greatest on nitro, but I had a lot more nitro than him. And in 3rd place, Rex, so now I'm in 4th place. And 2nd, that is a Morgan Aero GT tuned to 1500. Pretty interesting, actually. Did not realize that was the Morgan. But yeah, because he's a Morgan and he's a tuned car, he's slower than me. And that is what gave me the edge over him to beat him. So we lost to the ER9 and Mouse and his Renault, and Sounders is in that race. On to this race, we have Mouse and his Gallardo now. We have a Venturesart and I think a Rezvani, and Sounders in his MV Agusta. So Sounders got the initial jump off of everyone because the Gallardo's acceleration is not that great. I'm driving an original car, but Sounders is driving a motorcycle, and he makes a mistake. Actually, I don't know what happened to him. He just, well, there he goes. He just kind of stopped and then died. I'm assuming on his screen I got in his way, and he banked into me and then crashed. So behind this, I believe, is Mouse in his Gallardo, because Sounders is dead. My GT-R bounced there, which was kind of scary, because You don't want to bounce and then get hit by a train, because that happens a lot on that specific part of the track. Anyway, we're coming up to the final segments of the track. I have a lead over whoever is in second. I still think it's Mouse, but the GT-R's drifting is not that great, as you'll see around the spiral. It takes it pretty wide, but it was still good enough to actually keep the lead and win the race. So I ain't complaining whatsoever. Anyway, I believe that was indeed Mouse. Yep, and Saunders in third with his MV. Anyway, on to the next race. Mouse is now in his Maserati Alfieri. Saunders still in the MV. There's a Beast-X, another Beast-X. That guy's actually named Beast-X. Anyway, there I believe Saunders died in his MV because it's an MV. It's a motorcycle. And then I killed a Beast-X. I mean, a Beast versus Godzilla, it's not a real fair comparison for the poor Rezvani. So yeah, as we're all cruising together, Mouse has a major advantage here. He has better nitro efficiency compared to me and that Rezvani. And on the secret lab, nitro efficiency is crucial. I'm willing to bet that the Arash AF10 is better on this track than the Aston Martin Vulcan for most players. Obviously, I think if you push both cars to the limits, the Vulcan will do better because you can manage nitro. But for most players, I think the Arash will be better because you're going to run out of nitro. So anyway, as we continue on the secret lab, I tried the speed tricks to pass the Rezvani. They didn't work, and then I went too high. Then I felt like I was going to wreck, but I didn't. Then my drifting was too wide against the Beast X's drifting. And I do one last thing. I try to take this barrel lower than him, and then it's just a cruise to the finish line. Mouse has already put this thing away. I mean, he's in an Alfieri. He's not going to run out of nitro. The Rezvani, well, he goes the same speed as me. I can't do anything to catch him. So, as unfortunate as it was for me, I ended up only finishing third, which still wasn't bad. I mean, we beat Saunders in his MV, another Beast-X, so on and so forth. Anyway, on to the final race of the video. Mouse is going to die in his Alfieri because it's orbital loop. And Saunders is in his Augusta, and because he's Saunders, and this is a track heavily biased towards handling, he will do well. So, what is there to say about the GT-R? Is it worth getting? I think that's the first question. And I really think it depends on how you play the game. If you sweat the game and you want to hit like Champion or Elite League in Classic Season like the first day, then yeah, this car is not worth getting. It just, on day one of multiplayer, it cannot do very well. It struggles. But as you can see, when it's not day one on multiplayer, it goes for the wins. I mean, I didn't pass Saunders there, but I got close. So what I'm saying is that this car is really, it's a good car for casuals. But if you're a sweaty player who tries to reach Elite League on day one, no, this car is not worth it. But this car is still so much cheaper. I don't think that it being worse is that bad of a deal. Like, 1.6 million Fusion Coins is what you're saving. And you're getting a car with the capability to win a race. Obviously, you have to keep your head clean and get lucky. But still, this car can consistently get like second, third place on day one if you drive it well enough and get you to Pro League. So I do recommend this car, and I think it's decent and actually good for what you're paying for it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!